that's my story of how Cotton Candy got into the porn business and why I got into the porn. Once I got that information and I started making little movies and stuff before there was a clips for sale and all that stuff, we were just putting them out and sending them to friends and having them pay for them before there was a cash app or anything like that. And I don't know, I think I've always had a business sense for music, so I would get my local hood rappers to give me some music to put behind the put behind the porn. Like it was a fucking, it was an experience. And here I am, y'all. What y'all think? Here I am. Yeah, that's my story.
Okay.
It's something. Okay, so that's your answer. But let's get to the next person because we've been on here for a minute. All right. So is there anything else you want to talk about that you have coming up before we slide over to the next person?
No, we're all good. Just go to Tubi, watch the 4 movies that I mentioned, and then I got some more coming in this year. We got 4 more coming this year, and one of them is called Runaway, and the other one is called Snatched.
Snatched.
Yep.
Is that the human trafficking one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to those coming to Tubi. I'm sure you're going to send me the promo in the DM or through text, and we'll get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in getting into the movies and you're starting, please contact him so that he can set you up with all the goodies that pertain to the music industry and the film industry, because he does music too. Don't let him sleep on you. Your soundtracks, So you want them coins, them BMIs and ASCAPs to click, and them sound exchanges, hit them up. All right.
So
okay, we're gonna take a small break because I feel like I've been real vulnerable on here with y'all about my rape scenario. On my first day in porn, I need to take a sip of water, some seltzer water, and we'll be right back.
All right,
yeah. DDP, man. Come on.
You love when I'm robbing up on that. Kissing on your neck, girl, you all that. Get you out them denims, that ass fat. Oh yeah. You love when I'm deep in them guts, girl. Roll a blunt after beating that up, girl. You know what's up, you know the vibe. You know that pussy all mine, all mine.
Then it goes down. She put her hair up in a ponytail. Then she goes down. Top sick, 1,000 degrees, baby. That's hot sex, hard stiff. I pound her out, we eyes locked. She screaming, that's my dick. Public display of affection like no one's watching. She love to fuck her fitted rooms, baby. We going shopping. Roll head got me foggy, shit sloppy, wild and it's deep. Spit drip down my balls and ass. Now I'm sliding around in my seat. She a freak, different kind of.
All right, everybody. We crack-a-lackin'. One of the people that I would love to introduce to you. He goes by the name of Nate Gordon. I was introduced to Nate through Nikki. So I'm going to bring him on and bring him in so that we can kind of talk about how that developed. What's up, Nate? Nate?
What's up with how you doing tonight?
Baby. So Nate had hit Nikki up to do an interview with me on Lagoon.
Yeah.
And that's how we met. And when I found out who he is, he the bid, y'all. You need to follow him. You need to get with him. You need to talk to him. This is one of my lawyers, probably one of my best ones that I'm in the DM like, what does this mean? And what does it do? Look this up for me and send me this. He's always sending me something through email legal wise. So I'm always learning from him. But what I love, and I shouldn't love to promote this, but what I love, he knows what's coming. What I love to promote is that he is such a great supreme lawyer. He has had 27, he hates this. He has had 27 murder cases dismissed in Chicago. He refs Chicago, y'all. This is Nate. This is Nate. He is the god of court. They hate to see him coming. So let's talk about it. Then we're gonna get into your books and your Lagoon and your podcast and the Fat.tv and all that. So run it up. Explain to people how they can find you online, who you are, what you do, what kind of law you represent, or career-wise.
You can find me online at lagoon.info. That's my site. LAWGOON.info. Instagram is Jurist Dr. Goon, but that's a little long. So, just go to lagoon.info. You can find everything on there. I'm a writer, fighter, political correspondent, habitual shit talker, everything. So
you in jeopardy getting your Instagram, so I need you to make a second page.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I did get a warning. I did get kicked off Facebook, so I need to make another Instagram.
Yeah, because you be saying too much with your little unicorn icon. All right, so let's talk about you as a lawyer. How many years have you been practicing in law?
15 years. I graduated from law school in 2008.
All right. Can you walk us through how you were able in Chicago to get 27 different murder cases dismissed during your 15 years in law?
I look stupid. That's my thing. Everybody underestimates me because I look dumb. Like I'm 6'1", 290. I come in, I look a little slow. Like, he got to be dumb. So it's like sleeping dragon. Like I go in there, they don't really know what's going on. I'm able to sneak up on them. It doesn't really work anymore. Like they pretty much
they caught on.
Like they pretty much caught on. I can't play stupid anymore. After like the 5th murder case victory, they were like, hold on, this man ain't as dumb as he looked. But actually my first murder case, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had quit my job at a firm and I went in there. So my homie called me, his brother had a murder case. I had never did a criminal case, like some traffic shit. And he called me like, hey, you want to do a murder case? And I'm like, man, yeah. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I called my mentor and I was like, well, how much do I charge for a murder case? So he was like, man, that's at least like 60, 70,000. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. These my people. So I was like, man, 20,000. He was like,
you give him the people rate.
Yeah, you get the people rate because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't know how to file a criminal motion, anything. So I hit the books, got to read, won my first murder case, and just took off from there.
So what part of the case what law did you use to make you win that particular case, your first case?
Discredited the witnesses.
What went wrong on the prosecutor side?
I discredited the witnesses. Like it was just I saw somebody kill him type thing. Well, how far away were you? How was the lighting? Just, I mean, I'm probably saying it's easier than it really is, but as long as you can make the witness look like shit in front of the jury, you got a good chance of winning.
So is it, because I'm still learning through you and a few others, is that considered circumstantial law when it's just like a witness word?
Circumstantial evidence? Nah, yeah. Most evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial evidence would be more so like, you remember the Scott Peterson case when they found the hair and a blood sample in between the cracks of the boat. That's like circumstantial evidence. But now we had eyewitnesses. We had people actually saying they saw it. But it's like, man, you saw a black dude with dreads in Chicago. That's about 800,000 people. So,
okay.
Like once you start reading the case, you get a feel for it. You know where to go from there.
All right. Have you ever used any constitutional law in your murder cases?
Common law, nah. Mostly, I do. What I mostly deal with is the Fourth Amendment, protection from unlawful search and seizure. I use that all the time. I just used that in the motion I had a case dismissed a few months ago, but mostly Fourth Amendment.
Do you find when you use the constitutional law that the cases tend to be more dismissed more quickly than it would be if you were using their statutes, titles, and codes?
I'm gonna be real with you. The average criminal judge or criminal lawyer doesn't understand anything about constitutional law outside of the Fourth Amendment.
Why? Okay, let's get on that. How come lawyers and judges have to swear to the Constitution every day before you go in, and then before you graduate, you have to swear to the Constitution, but they do not press that within the court system? They won't.
It depends on what type of law you practice. Like constitutional law, like the actual practice is a whole nother field. So it's like when common law cases are just 9 out of 10 the plaintiff's attorney for a constitutional law case is going to lose because the constitutional guidelines are so stringent. It's hard to work outside of them. So that's why we usually work with the Fourth Amendment, unlawful search and seizure. Was it a legal stop? Was it a legal search? Okay,
so let me ask you this. I'm driving in a car. I'm speeding, of course. I speed everywhere. You know this.
You're guilty. You did it.
I'm in the car. The cop pulls me over. Does he have probable cause to pull me over when he doesn't even know my name? He doesn't have a warrant for my arrest because he doesn't know who's in the car. Can the case be won just on the fact that he pulled me over and he never knew who I was in the car and had no warrant for me or no probable cause?
He has a right to stop you, but his scope of search is limited. Like if I pull you over for speeding, okay, do you have a license and insurance? Okay, you don't have a license and insurance. That gives me a reason to arrest you. However, how far I can search that vehicle is limited. It depends on what state you're in. In some states, if I pull you over for not having a license, I just have to do an immediate search to make sure nothing's stolen when your car is towed. If your trunk is already locked and I unlock your trunk and go into it, depending on the judge, because some judges are assholes, but 9 out of 10, I didn't have a reason to go into your trunk.
Right. It has to be in plain sight, correct?
Most times. But it's on the judge all the time. Like that's what I tell everybody. It depends on the knowledge of the judge. Because I mean, well, fuck it, they don't like me anyway. Most judges are fucking idiots, okay? And most judges are elected anyway, so public opinion really does sway what they do. And we have in the legal system, well, it's not really the legal system, but a lot of the my defendants, they ask me, is that a law judge or a social justice judge? A law judge is going to go by the law. A social justice judge is going to go by popular opinion at the time. They might be liberal, they might be conservative. That depends on how you're going to get fucked in the case, or not at all.
Okay. All right. So let me not just stay on traffic and murder, because I choose violence every day. He knows this. I wake up and I choose violence every day. Please understand that. I got a hands problem. That's why I have so many lawyers. Okay. So when you were practicing law, you went from that type of law, traffic and all that, but you've also done corporate law. What is the weirdest corporate law case that you've had under your belt?
Oh, let me think. Because I sound a lot of NDAs when you deal with these corporations. So I'm trying to see what can I actually say.
Say a hypothetical scenario. Don't
say. Let's say, like I grew up in the hood. I got like 6-point stars tatted on my back. Everything. Like I really grew up. Law goons. Like I really grew up in this shit.
You're a goon.
Yeah, like real. Like
we get along, y'all.
So when they talk about like drugs and shit, I'm always listening. So I was dealing with this case it was in the news and it was very popular about a particular drug that's manufactured and distributed. And I was working with this particular company and this lady, because I catch when people lying quick. So the lady was like, she was getting this particular drug because she was depressed. Now she was stealing about, I think she was stealing about 200 of these pills a week. So she had stole like 4,800 pills. Okay. And she's I knew her, like reading the paper, like it happened around my neighborhood. So I knew her boyfriend. And she was like, well, I have a drug.
She was in the hood too. Okay, go.
Yeah, it's like, she was a manager in the pharmacy.
She
was saying, I have a drug problem and I drink and I take these pills. Well, I'm like, hold on, you can't drink and take them damn pills. And you're taking 200 pills a week. You're supposed to be dead. That's just what I know.
Right.
So that's the whole thing with this. We need to work on the opioid crisis and helping people. Man, please, these motherfuckers hypes. like I say it all. I've never defended an innocent person. I have never defended anyone.
Okay, let's talk about that. Do you ask your clients, are they innocent or guilty, or you just presume guilty from the start?
I mean, it depends. Like the people who know me just tell me. Sometimes, like talking to them, I already know. Like I tell them, like tell me everything because I don't want to be the last person step in court and know. So give me the information so when I go in there, I know what we're doing. Okay. I've had some clients like with some sexual assault cases. Can I say rape on here?
Yes.
With some rape cases, like
yes,
these some fucking scumbags. Like I had one case where the dude allegedly he allegedly raped his wife's sister. So I'm asking the dude, like, hey man, and his wife is adamant that he didn't do it. Like he's innocent, he didn't do it. She's just lying because she likes him. I'm thinking, okay, what sister would lie and say that her sister didn't get raped? What type of woman is that scumbag? So I asked the dude straight up, hey man, did you rape her? Man, this dude started playing with his dick while he was telling me the story about how he raped her. So like he touched himself.
He was reliving the rape.
Yeah, he was. He was reliving it. He was like, yeah, I saw her in bed. And my wife was asleep,
wow.
And I saw her leg out and I went in her room. Like, yeah, and I defended this dude for 3 different rape cases.
Wow.
So yeah, it's weird because if you looked at him, he was like a pillar of society, like PTA.
Right.
Deacon. He was a deacon, like a manager at work. Like if you see him, but he was short. I think all short dudes are creeps. So I think any dude under 5'8" got raped from man tendencies.
You said he a deacon. I don't trust church folk. I don't.
Yeah. Like I look at church people.
They don't. Yeah, you know me and aliens. They don't preach Genesis. So they don't tell people that the aliens created all this shit. So I can't follow the churches. I did at one point, but nah. That was when I was married to my son's father. Like
I think I'm more spiritual than religious.
Yeah. So, I'm my own God. I'm a God.
Yeah. I tell it like I had a great aunt. She's like a part-time Christian. Mm-hmm. She doesn't talk to me anymore. She's a part-time Christian.
Who is a part-time Christian?
She only believes in God when it's convenient for her. Like she picks and chooses which the 10 commandments she doesn't break. Like she'll steal, but she'll tell you not to steal. She that type of person.
So she a preacher. She a preacher. Okay. Allegedly.
She's trying to preach to me, do this, do that. And I'm like, check this out. You got a text message from God? Like, can you show me what he said? I was like, anything I done did, I work it out with God when I see him. I talk about it with him. I don't need no secondhand information from you. So, if you believe, I think religion is needed though, because I think religion keep a lot of people from doing stupid shit. But at the same time, people use religion to do stupid shit. But I ain't finna go into that.
Because religion and politics is a touchy ass subject.
Oh, you see my page.
I just say I respect people's beliefs, but I do my own thing. So there's that.
I don't even respect everybody's belief. I'm beyond.
I gotta respect how people hold themselves. Like if that's what keeps them centered, then that's for them. But I can throw passages like there are judgmental people like, oh, she's a porn star, she's sucking fuck dick on camera, she's nasty, she's a prostitute, this stuff, whatever. But if I go to their Bible, if everything in my life if my book was written before I was born, am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? So how the fuck are you judging me? And aren't you not supposed to be judging people? So you can't be a hypocrite Monday through Saturday and go to on Sunday and repent for all the shit that you thought and did. Like, nah, I'm not with that.
I got a call about a preacher being a rapist. But I ain't talked to him. I talked to his wife. This is how I know he did the shit, right? Well, I don't think he did. This is what I think. Real talk. Before I think he was paying the little chick for some pussy. He missed the payment and she snitched on him. That's what I think he did.
I saw a real.
This is what I straight up think. This is like me. I mean, come on, you already know. Most of my ex-girlfriends are porn stars.
Yes.
Strippers, hoes,
yes.
You already know.
We got into that on the interview you did with me.
So,
you just been in the filth of life. Your whole the goon. You just a goon.
Man, been stabbed by bitches, hit with Patron bottles. I love it.
But you ratchet as fuck. You love it. Oh my god, you like toxic relationships.
I don't like. I like my life. I don't like toxic.
But you like to get stabbed.
No, I didn't say I liked it. I just said it happened.
Okay. I thought you said you liked to get stabbed.
I've been stabbed 3 times. No, neither time was fun. But so I'm talking to his wife, and his wife made the whole story about her. She was like, yeah, because I got my shit together. That is the first lady. I got my shit together. I got this. And she said my husband raped her because she jealous of me. Huh? I ain't never heard that one before. So, yeah, and my husband, he a good man, so he let her in the house while I was gone, her and some other girls. So, your husband, bitches in the house who don't like you while you gone. And I'm like, so, I do a little research. Come to find out, he been fucking half the church. I'm like, man, I ain't taking this goddamn case, man. Come on. You got me in here with this bullshit, lady. And then gonna bring God into it. But like,
let's get off the God thing. Let's get off. Let's deal with the man.
Okay.
Dude, you a churchgoer? I'm not a churchgoer.
I've been known to go occasionally.
Okay. So
I know where it's at.
You found out that you're a pastor, preacher, reverend, deacon, whatever the title is, was at the pulpit preaching to you every Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, however that goes, and find out that he was doing that kind of dirt. Do you still follow that? Like, do you still come to church and follow that man if they haven't
follow the person? I follow the word. Like,
I get what you're saying,
yeah,
but
like
a lot of people don't follow the word, they follow the person. So would you still come back? Not you, but as a generalized thing, would you?
They probably wouldn't. Like, they wouldn't, because they put so much faith in this motherfucking the man that's preaching. Like, that's like, you don't put faith in man. That's in the Bible. But these people follow a lot of pastors like they sheep. I mean, shit, you fuck around and end up like them Jim Jones people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
you
gotta think for yourself. God gave you a brain.
He did.
Yeah, use that motherfucker, but most people don't.
That is true.
So that's why I get paid to think for them, So.
Run it back.
I just wish they'd call me before they do the shit. Like, hey man, maybe you shouldn't sell crack to that white girl in the middle of the hood at 2 a.m. underneath the street light. Look a little funny, goofball, But,
come see Nate to get you off. Okay, so let's talk about your practices and hiring you. So you're in Chicago. I tell everybody that's my lawyer. Mm-hmm. So are you hireable?
It's hard to get me to come to court. It's hard. That it's hard to get me to come to court.
Not court. I'm talking about paperwork. Are you hireable to listen to someone and write their case up for them? I know that you practice in Chicago, but it's something
I'll direct them in the right place. Like, as far as like actually drafting and filing the motion, I can only do that in Illinois. But I will point them in the right direction. Like, I can.
If they paid you to write and draft a motion to give to their lawyer in their state to apply to those laws, and you've looked up their state laws and all this stuff, can they hire you for that?
I can do that, but it's about the other lawyer, because I know who I am. Like, you got another lawyer, what the fuck you calling me for? That's how I'm going to say it. Like, man, don't bring your shit.
Because he can't work in this state.
Right. And I mean,
I know that this is going to work, because the rule is, if the law is on the book, it's a law that you can use. Yeah. As crazy as it sounds, listeners and viewers, if you look up 18 USC 911, Crazy, right? 911. 18 USC 911. It states that you are not allowed to say that you are a citizen of the United States. If you say that you are a citizen of the United States, you can get fined and imprisoned for up to 5 years. That's a law. If it's a law on the books, you can use it. So if someone ever asks you, are you a citizen? You can't, because again, without getting too deep into this, the US is a corporation and corporations can't own people. So that's why that law is on the books. 18 USC 911. Then you have 18 USC 241 and 242, which tells you that people in costumes cannot ride up and down the highways and encompass you in any way. So if you apply 18 USC 241, 242 along with your Fourth Amendment, you most likely going to go ahead and get up out of your charges, because if it's a law on the books, it's real. People have used it. It don't make it to the books unless it's won the case. Is that correct?
Sometimes. It's a lot of stuff in the.
Is that correct?
Like, sometimes there's a lot of laws.
They mess with the Wi-Fi.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
It depends. There are a lot.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. There are a lot of cases. Basically, they don't use, like, they're so old and generic that it's hard for like a lot of judges know how to actually apply them. So once again, it comes down to the judge, their knowledge of the law, and their willingness to apply it.
But you can use those laws.
Yeah, you can use them. Yeah.
In your case, and if for some reason your case goes left and the judge doesn't apply those laws, you can take it out of their jurisdiction and put it into the feds.
Yeah, you can put it in federal court. But when you do an arraignment in Illinois, the first thing they ask you is if you're a citizen of the United States.
And you got to say, no, I'm not, because 18 USC 911 says I cannot be a citizen of the United States.
Yeah, it's the first thing they ask you, you're a citizen of the United States. If you're not a citizen of the United States, you may be subject to deportation.
And then you say on your books, 18 USC 911, I cannot, what do you call that? You cannot perjure yourself by saying you're a citizen.
Or your Fifth Amendment, you don't have to provide evidence against yourself. But yeah, my clients, they usually like, yeah, I'm a citizen. So I'm like, yeah, okay, like, here we go. Like,
okay, keep claiming that.
I'm at the point I don't really argue too much anymore. So I'm looking at how to get the point across as fast as possible in court.
Okay, so if they wanted to hire you for paperwork, how would they get in touch with you? What's your business email address?
It's jurisdoctorgoon at lawgoon.info. That's JURISDOCTORGOON at lawgoon.info.
And that's how you get it. So let's talk about security. Yeah. My lawyer is everything. Okay, so let's talk about jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your career in jiu-jitsu. So let's talk about your last competition that got a lot of kickback. Yeah. Let's talk about how you won the competition and they tried to downplay this melanated king.
They was pretty pissed off with that. And the funny part is, my knee was sprained. My right knee was sprained for that competition. Like, I had kinesiology tape and athletic tape wrapped around my whole right knee. Mm-hmm. You see, most of my fingers been dislocated. So, like, I was taped up the entire fight. So I was pretty messed up. Mm-hmm. For people not familiar with jiu-jitsu, it's like a scoring system or submission. So I won 14-0 and 21-0. And they were like, well, he only won because he was bigger than him. I'm like, we in weight classes. What do you mean I'm bigger than him? Like, it's a weight system. Like, so I laughed it off. And then I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm better than him. So I had to just start being petty and posting videos of how bad I be. Because they posted one video of him like snatching on me. So I posted like videos of me just dragging his ass around by his neck for 10 minutes. So, I mean, it's a fight. I mean, I tell everybody, you need to get at least one fight in your life. Because you don't know what you're made out of till somebody punch you in the mouth.
Say that.
Like, how you gonna respond to? Like, that's just a life lesson in general with business, relationships, fights.
Yes.
I think Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan to get punched in the mouth. So you got to see how you respond to adversity.
I'm a military born and raised baby, me and my sisters and brother. And I'm telling you, we used to have Saturday night boxing matches. Our dad would make us box each other. So we learned how to fight early. Like the military life don't play. Like it was like, yeah. And it would be to the point where the next day we would be mad at each other. Like, why you hit me like that? You ain't had to hit me that hard. So yeah, sometimes you get carried away in the heat of the moment. So you're right. Until you get hit, you don't know.
And I grew up boxing. Like I grew up boxing, playing football, powerlifting. And even before I started jiu-jitsu, I used to have to turn it off in court because I got what you call courtroom tough people. Like everybody is tough when they're in court. Like lawyers who have never been in a fight, judges, sheriffs. So I used to have to turn it off. So I remember 2 different occasions. There was one with a judge, and I had to be in another county. I was like 3 hours away. So he told me, "Oh, you have to be in court on such and such day at such and such time." I'm like, "Well, I have to be in another county today." So he's like, "Oh, just come when you're through." So I went. He's calling my phone. "Where are you?" "Well, shit, I told you I was 3 hours away." I get to court late as fuck. I mean, the court call was at 9. I got there like 1 p.m. Right. So he was a black lawyer, a black judge, and I get there. He tried to bitch me out in front of everybody. "Where were you?" I'm like, "Shit, man, motherfucker, I told you last court date where I had to go." Like it's blowing me. Like, where the fuck this conversation come from? So he's like, "Well, I don't care about her case." I'm like, "You know the funny part? That judge who courtroom I was just in, she don't give a damn about your case either." So he's like, "Are you getting smart with me?" "Well, no, I'm just stating facts." So he was like, "What are you gonna do if I hold you contempt of court?" "I'm gonna bond out and come back tomorrow. We can go through this again."
Right.
So it's like, dude, like, so then he wanted to go in the back and talk. I'm like, "Well, nah, we started the conversation in front of everybody. Let's finish it in front of everybody." So it's like, I don't really interact with lawyers and judges like that because I can fight for real. So it's like we're not about to have a conversation.
Like I said, I choose violence every day.
Yeah, like you approach life differently when you can fight and you got bond money. I'm sorry.
I got good lawyers and bond money, so I'm always ready. I'm always ready with these hands. I know I'm getting out. I know I'm getting out.
Oh, you getting out? We don't do prison time. We don't do that.
Nate gonna fly to wherever I'm at. I'm getting out. Understand?
We don't do that. I try to stay the fuck
I got Bell's bonds people on my. Listen, my network is real. I got listen. I got people. So let's talk about Lawgoon, the podcast that is now featured on the Fat.tv coming soon. So let's talk about one of your episodes of Lawgoon. Which one would you like to bring out? The funniest one.
The funniest one. You know what? Since you've been talking about Gucci's and shit on here, you were actually a part of the Naked Hustle series. Now, the Naked Hustle series came about. I did an interview with a young lady years ago, and this actually how I started the podcast, where she told me she was actually a stripper and a prostitute, and she was telling me a story about like her first pimp was so good she didn't even know he was a pimp. He had her thinking that she was fucking to help their relationship.
Right.
So, but I ended up doing an interview with this guy, and he had a thing for transgender women. And I was like, so I'm like, "Oh, so you gay?" And it was so funny because this dude is like, he a real live gangster. Like he really is like about that life. But he spent half his life in prison. So he's like, "Yeah, man, I like real soft, feminine women." So I was like, "What, with dicks?" He's like, "I ain't gay." So I'm like, "Whoa, hold on, homie. Hold on, you good?" So like with sexuality, it's a different understanding for people. Like I crack jokes about it, but to each their own, you know. Right. Like I don't give a fuck about people being gay. You ain't finna fuck me. So like that, like two of my best friends are gay. Okay, so I don't really give a damn. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, he fucked me. Okay, you fuck those men. You ain't fucking me. So, but he was going through this thing about how he like real soft, feminine looking transgender women, and I'm like, but they got dicks, and he was trying to. I'm like, you don't get any more masculine than a dick. That's just my personal opinion.
True.
But he was like in his head, he was trying to drive home the point that he's not gay because he fucks them. And I'm like, oh, okay. I ain't know what else to say.
We're gonna go back to what I said. I don't know if you were on here at that point when I was doing an interview with Reese. Okay. There are men who like to be penetrated, but they are not gay. And I guess only people in the porn industry can understand this. It's a release thing. It's a release of control. Isn't that they deal with women? They don't live the gay lifestyle because every once in a while they want to be fucking dominated and treated like a bitch because they oversee so many people and they have so much control over so many people's lives that they want to release that control. And I know I sound like Dr. Ruth or some shit talking about this, and y'all never gonna get it because Frenchie in the comments talking about that's gay.
Y'all see it.
Robert in the Mr. Eyes Glued is in the comments talking about that's gay, but it takes a certain person with their kink, their fetish, and that's a fetish. It's not that they go around being like, "Oh, stick me in the butt." What you say? What you say?
Hey, I ain't judging, but in my world, that's gay. So.
You up next, because we're gonna talk about it.
Then I introduced.
We're gonna talk about it, but yeah, it's and I know my engineer is like, fuck all that shit. He ain't with it. So I'm just saying, I'm not rooting for that side. I just know where I make my bags at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know that the men that I have done this to, that I strapped up on, I do strap up on, and I peg, and I do peg, and that's what it is. They just want that release that one time, then they go about their business and live their life. They not out at the gay bars, they not on gay websites trying to, it's just something, a kink, a fetish that they like.
I just got this thing about like my ass, like stuff come out, nothing goes in. That's just my personal opinion. Like you know, but to each their own. That's what they like, you know.
Frenchie said if you getting pegged, you gay, period. That's not true.
Like,
I know y'all don't get it. And okay, let me be honest. Let's keep it 1,000. In the beginning, maybe the first 4 or 5 years of my career, I was like, that shit's gay. Like, you gay as fuck if you doing that. But I had to learn that that's not what it is. It comes from a different beast within you. And 90% of your male porn stars do gay porn. Please understand that. They don't make money on set in the US doing heterosexual porn. Where I make anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000 a scene, they may make $150 to nothing. If they've been in the game,
that's a lot for me because I normally got to pay for sex. So I mean, like,
that's right. If they've been in the business for quite a few years, they may get a 400 bump, maybe 600, and sometimes that might be pushing it. Unless they're making their own porn and profiting off of that, like mini vids and all that stuff. Men don't make money in porn. Everybody wants to be a porn star thinking that they're gonna make some money, but no, unless you go over to the gay porn.
What's up with the gender pay gap? How come I don't see like the liberal white women marching for that? What a gender pay gap in porn?
They do it in the kink world. So I'll tell you about my Cincinnati booking in a second. So the gay porn is done outside the country where it's not allowed to be shown in the US. So you don't get to see 90% of the male porn stars in the industry doing gay porn. But that cap is $5,000 to $10,000. So tell me a porn star who's making $100 a scene not going to do gay porn for $5,000 to $10,000. Money change a conversation sometimes with some people.
Or check this out: a ski mask on the block. It's okay. Like put a little ski mask on, get your make up the difference at night. Leave the set and don't come back. You know, rob the producer. You know, I'm just putting it out there. So. But yeah, it's I did also interview the transgender chick, and I have a hard time. It was just I asked her. I'm calling her out of respect. You know. Okay. And it was like she was like, "Oh, I'm not gay because I identify as a woman." I'm like, "You got a dick, you know that, right?" But I identify. That's what I hate about you cisgenders. And I'm like, "Yo, the interview, like." I sent you the interview. The interview went south.
Yeah, I heard it. I don't.
It went south real fast.
Like, I'm gonna stay up on all these terms. So
Like, I'm sorry. I just feel like
that's not my life in the porn game. So I don't stay up on the term. I know gay, lesbian, bisexual, heterosexual, transgender. But when you get to talking cis this and LBQT, I'm saying the letters. That's how uninvolved I am in that. And what's the question mark for? Like, who's the question? I don't know. I don't who the plus sign people. I don't are those the people in wheelchairs? I don't know. Is that the cripple porn? No, I've done cripple porn before too. So we can talk.
You out here abusing the disabled.
I've done midget porn. I've done cripple porn. No, this guy had he had lost his arm in a car accident. So the nub of the arm is like a penis, y'all. Oh my God, it feels so good because it's just always hard and it's the bone.
It's the bone.
When I saw you, I used to bust mad nuts off that arm. Listen.
Man,
I was having arm sex. I need to look him up.
I mean, I dealt with some crack babies. I mean, I'll fuck with some crack baby chicks. You know, like I'm an 80s baby, so it's a good chance if I fuck a chick, her mama was a crackhead.
Oh my God.
So they crack baby. Then you know the pill poppers, the coke snorters. A few girls, they probably like they should have been getting a check and they wasn't like mentally disabled.
Getting a check. All right, let's talk it. Let's get into the cotton candy side because you bugging. Frenchie's on here, so he knows this side of the game from our radio show that we do together. So, Nate, I've never crossed this line with you, so we're gonna go there today, Mr. Lawyer, my lawyer. Don't think bad of me. Do you like cream pies? Do you know what a cream pie is?
Oh yeah, you know, man, yo, my name at Planned Parenthood is serial killer. Cream pie abortion. Like, man, yo, I for real, like, this is no bullshit. I have spent probably a good $5,000 to $6,000 on abortions.
Okay, so when she creams pie, have you ever gone down there and ate it up?
No, that's hers then. That's hers then. It's all her.
You've never eaten it after you've cream pie her? Like, have you ever tasted your own semen?
Nah.
By accident or on purpose?
It's hers then. It's hers then. She gotta do like I don't want no kiss after head. None of that. None of that shit. Nah. I'm at the point. I'm old now. I'm real. Like I'm knocking on 40. Like I don't need no new shit. Nah, the old shit been working just fine. Nah, I don't need nothing new. I mean, we might do some handcuffs and shit. Man, you don't touch my gooch. Don't touch my ass.
So,
like, I'm not trying to.
You don't like the gooch play? Why are y'all so sensitive about the area under your balls?
Nah, that's sexual assault. It stopped when I say no.
Balls being pulled while you having your cocks jerked off.
It depends on the chick. It depends on the chick because somebody like I deal with a lot of chicks who lift weights, so they're a little strong. I don't really want them doing that.
Fucking comedian on the side.
Right? She got to have like soft, gentle, ladylike hands. Like she got hands like me with calluses and shit. Nah, I don't touch my balls. Like, I don't like that. That's, nah. Keep your hands to yourself.
Have you ever been tickled with feathers? Is that something you would be into? Are you ticklish?
I am ticklish. I ain't never been tickled during sex. I done had like a lot of goofy sexual moments, but I ain't never been tickled. Like,
you never had a girl ride your dick and have two feathers in her hands and just lightly, gently.
I am from the south side of Chicago. Ain't no woman finna rub me with no damn pigeon feathers while she. Nah, we ain't. Nah.
How do you know you don't like it if you ain't try it?
I can shit. I ain't never got a dick in the ass. I don't like that.
Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God.
I mean, handcuffs, whips, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, whips. Are you the giver or the receiver?
You
like to be spanked?
I've been hit once, but we had to stop like immediately because she had some aggression or something. Like, whoa, hey. Like I ain't like that. Like don't hit me that hard.
Okay, was it like a paddle whip or was it like a floor?
Nah, it was like a whip, like one of them little cheap pleather whips. And she hit me with it, and I was like, oh, I would have been a field nigga. Don't be hitting me like that. Nah, what's wrong with you? Like, nah. My family didn't run from Mississippi for this shit. Nah.
I can't. All right. Do you have any fetishes?
I stopped talking to a chick because she told me she had a fetish. Maybe I'm judgmental.
What? I have a fetish.
No, she told me she like sucking toes, and I done smoked a blunt with her and shit. It's like this shit started. Like, bitch, you didn't tell me this before you hit my blunt. Like, I felt like just violated. I felt
violated because she told you she sucked toes and she smoking your blunt.
I have been an athlete most of my life. Do you know how nasty a foot is?
Okay.
And she telling me she's sucking toes and she done set up here and sucked on my blunt. And, man, I might have toe jam on my gums or something.
Don't kill me with that. All right, weed smokers. So let's get into that. So you're in a group of your friends and you're smoking a blunt, the puff pass.
I don't smoke with anybody anymore.
Your boy just got done drilling down his girl, eating her snatch. She's squirting all over his face. He never brushed his teeth. He come out, he hang out with you. You passing the blunt to him. Now you sucking off his girl.
The only people I smoke with are chicks I fuck with. Okay. I ain't smoked with a dude in years.
Fine. Let's do it in reverse. Okay. So she finished slobbing the knob on her.
No, we smoked before.
Tossing his salad. She come over to you later that night. She ain't brushed her teeth. She ate a big Philly cheese steak. So she feeling herself, and now y'all chilling, smoking a blunt, and you got niggas ass and dick in your mouth.
I got. You know what? Because I done fucked with like strippers / hookers. So I probably have hit a blunt with a motherfucker.
So what difference does it make?
I just thought about that. Thanks for bringing that up. Now I ain't gonna sleep good. Thanks. Now I ain't gonna sleep good. I really ain't gonna sleep good. My mind be. You just brought that up. Now I'm finna call a bitch and cuss her out. Just cause. Just call her. I ain't talked to her in 4 years, and I'm about to call her and tell her she nasty and hang up. So nah, like I'm upset. Nah.
So you might as well kiss her after she slob your knob.
Let me tell you how I'm real big on hygiene. Huh?
You've been doing it, so why wouldn't you eat the cream pie? And
no, I mean I ain't really thinking about it like that. Now I'm mad. Like I'm mad at all of them now. Like, I think I'm just gonna start calling. I'm sorry. I'm real. It don't take much for me to I will stop in the middle of sex and leave, right? So when I was in college, I was fucking with this chick, and we went in her dorm room. She like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I thought she had to piss or something. It took her a minute, and I came back and she turned over and it was like a whole square toilet tissue between her ass cheeks, and I was just like, I gotta go. I just told her I gotta go, G. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I ain't even tell her. You got a whole square toilet tissue between your ass cheeks.
You didn't tell her.
Okay. How do you tell her? Hey, you got tissue on your ass. Like I just left. That was the best way to deal with it. Like that was appropriate. Just leave. That was the gentlemanly thing to do.
All right, then that's what it is.
Right.
No more passing the blunt for you, son. Okay.
Yeah, I'm smoking by myself from now on. Like, no, she got to bring home.
Sorry, I did apologize before I brought you to this table. I did because I know you.
Yeah, they can't even smoke with me no more. I got a list of people I'm cussing out tomorrow morning.
Roll their own and smoke. See,
I'm sending out fuck you text messages 8:00 tomorrow morning. Like,
okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask because. You like me with the OCD hygiene. Yeah. So could a girl use your toothbrush?
Hell no.
Why?
Because it's mine. That's like saying, can I use your toilet tissue you just used?
Did you kiss her? Did you kiss her?
This, the funny part
Did you eat her pussy?
I cannot tell you the last time I kissed her.
Did she suck your dick and take you off and kiss? Yes, she kissed you.
I cannot tell you the last time I kissed a chick.
She can't use your toothbrush. Isn't it the same thing as using your toothbrush?
Last time, let me think. When last time I kissed a woman?
What the fuck is the difference?
I don't do kissing. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Nah, like I don't know how her mouth been before it came to me.
Yeah, I forgot. You do hookers and prostitutes.
Hey, like
I get it. You do hookers and prostitutes. I get it.
No, they're. I don't even want to call them porn stars because that's like the lowest form of porn they doing. Don't you
degrade us?
Right. I don't even want to
don't you degrade us?
I got an ex-girlfriend. I don't even want to give her no play. She do porn, right? And I was looking at her recent video, And the dude looked disgusted in the video, and I was like, man, he got to pay his rent. That's the first thing I said. This nigga got to pay his rent. That's why he there. And he looked so hurt and so sad and so depressed. And I'm like, I ain't never seen a dude look sad. And I'm like, oh yeah, he being forced to do this. She molested him. That was just my
rape.
Yeah, I was like, man,
right.
It looked bad. Like
situations in time.
Plastic surgery too far. I'll say it. You remember the doll off of Nightmare Before Christmas, the chick they sewed back together?
Right.
That's how her body look right now. So it looked pretty bad. But I can't even. I don't even want to call that porn. It's like they shot it with an iPhone. It looked pretty bad. It looked bad. Okay. But the funny part is, the first porno she did, she had on a pair of red bottoms I bought her. And it's like, no. I was vicariously in the porn.
Oh no!
Yeah, so what? It's like I was in it. Like I'm there. You know, I paid for those.
Right.
You know? So,
right.
Yeah, I'm real. And honestly, I gotta like the chick to have sex with her. Like, I'd rather just get my dick sucked. I got shit to do.
You gotta like the prostitute and the hooker in order to have sex with her.
Any chick, like,
and pay her.
What? Take them out. You know, a lot of times they just want to go out and be seen. Real talk.
I'm gonna send you some porn stars to Chicago. I'm gonna send some porn stars. You need some high class hoes. I'm gonna send you some porn stars. You give me a list. I'm gonna make it happen for you.
The lame chicks I talk to with regular 9 to 5, they more annoying than the hoes.
I believe it.
Man,
they be faking, they be pump faking like shit. They straight hoes trying to talk about their housewives.
I tell everybody, if you're gonna catch an STD, you're gonna catch it from that chick you think ain't doing that. Because every stripper and porn star I know, they out here, they moving safe.
They test it.
It's the chicks out here who like they suck it. Yes. Yeah. So it's them regular chicks that's gonna get you popped off. That's just
exactly.
It's just coming from a man who been out there. So
exactly.
But not just regular. I gotta like a chick to have sex with. I can't. Like I can't. Nah.
Okay. Have you ever had sex in the room with another guy and y'all double teamed a girl, a female?
No, I don't really want. I had sex in a cemetery, but I ain't never had like
what?
Sex, you know. I ain't never had sex with another dude. You know what? Let me take that back. It was a party. Oh shit! Somebody going to jail.
Allegedly.
All right. Do you know what a lipstick party is, right?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta be real careful on the locations of what I say.
Don't say you make up the location.
Okay. It was a lipstick party. I was young when I went to school. I was 16 when I went to college. So
right.
I was out there young. And I
like me, well, I go get it.
So they like, hey, you want to come to a lipstick party? I ain't going to no gay shit. Like, fuck, I'm going to a lipstick party for. So I found out why all the girls wear different color lipstick when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
So
what color did you choose?
Which colors?
Colors. Okay, you was having a party. Look.
Of course, I'm going with blue first. You know, I'm gonna go with blue first. It was wild. I had a few colors. But it was like, I remember like my homie was there and like we was across the room from each other. We gave each other the thumbs up and stuff. Like it was, but like that's the only thing like that. Nah, I ain't never been I don't want to need no dude in the room. Nah, cool.
That was the only time. So it wasn't double team. It wasn't like tag team the same girl.
Nah, it's so I see. It was so many chicks there. It had to be at least 20 chicks there. Like.
So what colors did you do?
I know. I remember I did blue and red. I remember those. I think I had 3 colors. Because by the third time I was through, I was shooting out dust. So
you was already fucking with the worst ones.
Man, I was through. I was through. Like
don't bitches about it. Okay.
But you know, I had stripper parties, right?
Yes.
So you know that. So
yes.
It was about 10 chicks running. So one of my homies, it was his birthday. We threw him a stripper party. He was running around the house naked. And then I was in the room with one chick, and my homie just kicked in the door and looked at her right here. I just wanted to make sure you was holding it down in here and walked out. You know, just like
he just want to see your dick real quick. Your homie.
See, you know what? Now I gotta go fight him. See, just stuff like that. You bringing this. It was weird. It was like, I mean,
it's like
I'm old.
looking over the stall.
Yeah. So but he just kicked in the door like he was the police. It was a little weird, but but I ain't stopped nothing.
Just a little bit. Okay. Okay.
Nah, I don't need no other dude in the room. Like my last threesome I had was bad. You know, the chicks didn't like each other. You know,
it wasn't flowing properly. Huh?
They smacking each other hands away. You know, it just
they like me, no.
Yeah, it was real bad. You know,
no, don't touch me.
I'm usually like one chick at a time. One chick at a time, usually. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you: if I had a booking in Chicago for a cuck situation, would you do that with me?
No, I ain't trying to get cooked. No, what the fuck? You want me to sit there and watch?
No. you wouldn't. What
you want me to sit there and cheer you on? Go.
I had 2 slaves in Chicago. One of them used to be the chief of police, and he likes me. I got a video of him in his pink panties and a bra. I'll send it to you, but I put it online before because he likes public humiliation. But he does.
Well, that's why we get a new motherfucking chief of police every week then.
Yeah, I'm in the. Listen, I got everybody on my team. I'm always getting off, but yeah. So he likes to wear pink panties and all that stuff. So
he likes to wear panties. That's the first part.
He likes to watch too. Of course, I would pay you. I wouldn't ask you to do it for free. No free shit. I put some money in your pocket, like $1,500.
Oh no, I don't think I want the chief of police just looking at me. Just sitting there staring like, yeah.
He's the retired chief of police, but you know, once police, always police.
Hey, but yeah. This is the funny part. I know 2 of the 3 chiefs of police for like the last 20 years.
Yeah, then you definitely know this one.
Shit real. I can pretty much get like, you know, and it's funny now. I tell everybody this when I was in
60 countries, son, talking about this. Don't say no name.
I was in the strip club one time, and I drink whiskey, Johnny Walker Black. So we had a black strip club, and they like, "Oh, we out of Johnny Walker Black." I'm like, "Well, who the fuck in here drinking Johnny Walker Black? You need to be drinking Hennessy and Remy. What the fuck wrong with y'all?" I look across the damn bar. I see a judge. So I run. And I'm like, what the fuck am I running for? I ain't no judge. So, and it's like, he dead now, so it don't matter. But this like an old white dude, like somebody grandfather, white hair, everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he in there like just having a good old nigga time. And I'm
they always love the chocolate bunnies. They won't do it in public. I mean, but in private, I double charge.
Hey,
double charge. They love the chocolate bunnies.
Them motherfuckers, you see in a suit and tie? Them be the weird motherfuckers.
Frenchie went to Switzerland and England with me and Austria. So he knows that he was my security. He knows that they love chocolate bunnies overseas. They love black. They won't do it in public, some of them, but Frenchie got funny.
Because at one time I represented half of a strip club, right?
Frenchie got caked up going overseas with me. We're gonna talk about it.
At one time I represented half a strip club. Like I represented the chicks, they boyfriends, the manager, the bartender, everybody, the DJ, everybody. And it used to be so many, like the strip club would open at 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. So while they on their way home, you see these dudes drop by after work, go in, do you did, and go home. But most of these motherfuckers was like in suits. At least I would go change clothes. I was respected.
Right.
You know, I ain't finna go in here in no suit.
The job.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the funny part, because people think you only cheat at night. These dudes come from work, slide, go home. Oh, I got to take a shower. I've been at work all day, baby. She don't know what's going on.
Until she find that glitter. Until she find that glitter on his suit.
I had a glitter moment too.
I had to start telling my porn stars to stop using glitter and scented lotion at our events, because I have celebs that come through and I can't have them going home messing up the bag. So yeah, you got to cut that glitter out.
Speaking of like porn stars in Chicago, fuck it, she gonna probably see this anyway. So it was a porn star slid in her inbox. Mm-hmm. So we grew up together. But I don't even remember her, because she wasn't built like that when we was little. She was built like a little boy named Willie. So, you know, she got body now.
No.
So It was so wild. I'm in her inbox. She done called my government name. She knew the people I used to hang out with. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and she done said stuff you only had to grow up around my neighborhood to know. And I'm like, I blocked her. I was like, man, nah, she know too much. I had to block her. Nah. But it was so wild because she was like, I would expect somebody like you to approach me. But what the fuck you know about me? You know, and
I see you in the hood every day. I don't want you. I want the new.
Right, like she really like I blocked her. I was like, man, nah.
Too much history.
What you say?
I said too much history. Nah, you gotta go.
She knew everything. Like she knew. I had to block her quick. Like
Lord. Oh my goodness, I can't. His stories can go on forever. Our interview was supposed to be an hour. I think it was like 3 hours. I think you edited that on when you interviewed me. So this is Mr. Nate Goon, the best lawyer that I know in the business when it comes to criminal and corporate and traffic, basically everything.
Not everything. I'll do child support because I go in there and laugh like you shouldn't have got her pregnant. Now, you know.
Well, not child support. They can't help you. You can't help you with that. But they can't pay their child support. They can't pay you anyway.
Yeah, you don't want me in child support because I'm gonna be making fun of you.
Oh no, don't get
like, you wish you had paid $10 for that rubber now, don't you? Yeah. You know, you don't want me in child support. I'm gonna make fun of you.
All right. Back to the realness. All right. If you need to hire him for anything, reach out to him and see if he can rep you or he can write up some drafts for you, pay a little money for it. Hit him again. What's the email address one more time?
It's Juris Dr. Goon at lawgoon.info. That's JURISDOCTORGOON at lawgoon.info.
All right, everybody. That's Mr. Nate Gordon. Just follow his website, lawgoon.info, and y'all will see him. Follow him online on Instagram as Juris Doctor. And that's it. That's a wrap up. You crazy as hell. I love you though. Security. We're gonna come back with Mr. Eyes Glued real soon. Let me drink some more seltzer water. And y'all still in my seltzer water. So let me drink my seltzer water and we're gonna run some commercials. Let's go.
All right.
Leave that little motor alone. Go get that nigga home. Crank that nigga truck up. You pushing that home. You goddamn what? Hey, Terry got down here. Get moving on here. We want that 14. Get up, move! Bring your black ass on!
What time it is? What time it is? Oh, that's what time it is. The hot sign on. Yeah. Hey. Oh, from the time that we was growing up, mama knew we was a problem. So we out here getting money. Ain't no way that they can stop us on the ground. We gon' shine bright like liquid green. We gon' stay that nigga right
Yo, what's good? This is your man's TJ Super Duper.
Lena Marie.
Yo, we're the hosts of the Rock the Mic Show, the premier music video show. Make sure you lock in with us every week. New music videos, you know what I'm saying? Special guests in the building. It's going to be a great episode. You guys lock in with us right here. One of my favorite spots to watch everything I want to watch. Televids. Y'all know what's good. We love y'all. Bam, let's get it. What's good? It's TJ Super Duper. Rock the Mic Show, Radio Super. Y'all know what's good, man. Yo, salute to everybody out there plugged in with us. Salute to Lena Marie. She's working right now.
Yes,
You can believe it. She's here. She's working right now. Yo, I'm with my man's though. You know what I'm saying? My man's Power. You know, my man's Duty. You know, he got like middle names. He like Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all say, hold on, step back and let them see this right here. Yo.
Yeah, y'all see this right here? Okay.
Yo, big.
Babe, you can't hear me? You ain't hear me calling you? What happened to our account?
You know about the private account we had.
Why don't I? I thought we was one. It's supposed to be your money, my money. Remember?
You went into a private account that can get both of us killed.
Family is everything to me, so.
I dig that.
You look like you got them late 90s dope. You do. You look like you more friendly, bro.
She got the money.
You not talking.
Did she get the money?
Yes, she got the money. Put me a shot.
Don't mix your money with your honey.
What y'all doing out here? Here to see the wise man.
She can go back and tell everything. Do you know what can happen? Behind this?
Let's go back to the banker without the wise man.
Take care of this problem. Can y'all handle it?
Don't worry about it, because till we get to the bottom of this, we on break.
Hey, let's take 5, bro. Take 5.
They don't call me Raw Dog for nothing. Big, just keep me posted.
All blue scripts. Whole meal, and he paying out, cashing out.
So what you need me to do though?
It's gonna take you for a long ride what I'm going through right now.
Well, first I need you to shoot him or cut him. Real nice.
I got you, man. I alert and await my commands. Get the blickies.
You know that we better than that.
We working all in.
We better than that.
You gonna suspend me for digging into the account? Like, I needed some new shoes.
We better than that.
How long you know me?
This ain't going on right here. This ain't going on right.
It'll go by Monday. She'll be at $1 million.
You know they asked me about that money, right?
See how we gonna get.
So we gonna get the wire man.
We gonna get our money.
Step on the king snake. You get bit.
St. Period, the Black Thorn presents a live mixtape. Black Thorn presents a live mixtape.
Good body there, son. Let's go.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Yeah, Joey.
Let's get to it. Goddamn. Okay. Ready for war, Joe? How you wanna take it to him? I'm thinking airborne like them air horns on Jamaican music. We find an armory and break into it. To find out where these rappers sleep and drive a motherfucking tank into it.
Creek with me as I cruise in my people. All the kids in the ghetto call me dog hunter. Kicking ass is a black soul beat. And you never see me talk to police.
It's a legendary Philadelphia affair. J. Period on the 1 and 2. Stroke Elliott on the beat.
What's up, Philly? Okay. Give them what they want.
We going up, y'all.
Go. Nothing can stop
We going up, y'all. This has been J. Period, Black Thorn's live mixtape. Give it up for all these legendary MCs that came out and held me down. Give yourselves a big round of applause, man. We're not done. And thank you all for having us, man. St. Period, the Black Thorn presents a live mixtape. Black Thorn presents a live mixtape.
Good body there, son. Let's go.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Yeah, Joey.
Let's get to it. Goddamn. Okay.
Ready for war, Joe, how you wanna take it to him? I'm thinking airborne like them air horns on Jamaican music. We find an armory and break into it. To find out where these rappers sleep and drive a motherfucking tank into it.
Creek with me as I cruise in my beamer. All the kids in the ghetto call me dog hunter. Kicking ass is a blast off heat. And you never see me talk to police.
It's a legendary Philadelphia affair. J period on the 1 and 2. Stroke
J period, what's up, Philly? Okay. Give them what they want.
We going up, y'all.
Nothing can stop
we going up, y'all.
This has been J period and Black Thoughts Live mixtape. Give it up for all these legendary MCs that came out and held me down. Give yourselves a big round of applause, man. We're not done, and thank you all for having us, man.
Okay. We are back on B-Side Live. Cotton Candy repping it. You coming in here with me? We got Mr. Eyes Glued himself, one of the first directors I touched in the industry of filmmaking, and he is being featured, of course, on the Fat.tv coming soon. So please let the masses know how they can find you online and get in touch with you for work on your productions.
Yes, ma'am. I can be reached on Instagram at eyesglued_emperor. That's eyes glued as in glue paper, glued_emperor. And Facebook, Robert Slocum, actor, author, writer, filmmaker extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me, what made you get into making films and deciding that you can produce? Because I'm gonna have you name drop because you up there. So what made you get into it? Like what age? How long have you been producing movies and footage?
I feel like I was born to do this, but I've been doing it professionally, say like 12 years.
Okay, so let's get to when I met you. You were finishing up a project with the D Name. Are we dropping the name?
Of course you can.
Okay, so you were finishing up a project with Dame Dash. How did that project go? What is the name of that movie? Where is it featured at? How did it go for you?
The name of the film is The Prince of Detroit, and it's a biopic. And so the guy whose the story is about, his name is Tommy Duncan, and he's, of course, from Detroit, but his family made a fortune in the medical the medical field, and through insurance. So they had an HMO, and they owned the hospital. First family, black or white, to do that in the United States. And so it's a story of how they got it all, lost it all. The son came back with a vengeance and got it all back. So it's like one of the best stories I ever heard. But actually the guy himself, Tommy, he and I met at an event. He was here. I'm from Atlanta. And he was in my old neighborhood promoting his company, JetDoc, which is a telehealth company. And it was like right before Christmas, and they gave out all these Christmas gifts, man. And it touched my heart. I just went up there and volunteered because I was seeing like they were giving out bikes, big widescreen televisions, and all that. So you would have thought that I was a part of it. The way I was like, man, I was calling all the folks in the neighborhood. I was like, man, y'all come up here, man. Christmas gonna be good this year. Y'all better get these bikes, these TVs, all these remote controls. Yeah, my aunts, everybody, all my old neighbors. But he saw how hard I was going, and that because Rick Ross was there, Common was there, Senator Raphael Warnock. It was a lot of famous people there. People from Married to Medicine, Housewives of Atlanta. The creme de la creme of Atlanta was there. But I didn't pay them no mind because honestly in Atlanta you see these folks every day anyway. But I wasn't starstruck. I was more so about like I was so impressed that I know they made a good Christmas for a lot of them kids I grew up. I mean, their families I grew up with. So we just went from conversation from there. He was like, "Who are you? What do you do?" And he saw like the city councilman and stuff. People knew me,
right?
And so we went from holding a conversation. Then he was like, "Well, I want to tell you my story, and if you think it's interesting, I want to see if you're interested in writing it." So I thought it was gonna be some boring ass text shit. I'm like, all right, I'll listen to your little story. But when he broke it down to me, I'm like, so and he decided.
So where can we see it? Where can we see that?
Man, Dame is handling it. So he just launched his app, his streaming app, America New. And it was supposed to be featured on there last month. So
you haven't, because you've been busy. I can understand why you haven't kept up with that. It's like you close out a project and get to the next. So
I did my job, did my part.
Right, you did the job, you out. So the new movie that you have coming out, your premiere is next month, right?
Correct.
You have a date set in stone?
February 29th.
Okay, February 29th. Is there a February 29th this year?
Leap year.
Okay. Okay, so February 29th is your premiere. Where's it going to be premiering at?
I'm debating between two facilities right now, but I had a date locked at either one of them.
Okay, got you. All right, so what's the title of the movie?
The title of the movie is Moral Enemies.
All right, and is this the link that we have?
Yeah, that's the link for the trailer.
Okay, so my engineer's we're going to watch a trailer real quick, and then we're going to go into your movie.
Okay.
As soon as my engineer pulls that up. But until it starts, let's talk. Oh, I think it's coming. Here it comes.
Okay.
Maybe it's not. Okay, anyway, until he pulls up the trailer, let's keep it flowing. Let's keep it flowing. Okay, so now that you finished that, you got the premiere, what's the next project on the table? Like, what's the name of the next movie?
We're actually filming a movie now titled Stay Dangerous. So I went back to my gangster roots on this one. So man, it's dope. Yes. I have Young Jock, Young Dro, Parlay from the Franchise Boys is starring in it with me. I have a few local celebrities. Nunu, real dope actress. She's about to blow. I have one of the up and coming comedians, Throwed Off One. I don't know if you heard of him. He's in it.
No, but I will now that he's in your flick.
Oh yeah, this one. Hey, I had fun with Moral Enemies, but this one, I'm like, ooh,
you can't even get the words out. Okay, so I know it's gonna be lit. All right, so what's the projection for that to be completed? Like, what timeline are y'all looking at?
We should be done filming by February, so I'm thinking more like a summer release.
Okay. So do you do castings, like casting calls for regular people, or do you just stick with all the celebrities all the time?
Oh no. I prefer to give people an opportunity who wouldn't typically get one. So I actually enjoy being independent and being at that phase right now where I can't even afford all those big celebrities. So I give, like, even when we get to that point, I've made up my mind I'm going to take that Spike Lee, Tyler Perry approach. I want to bring my people with me.
Okay.
So it'd be some familiar faces here and there. I'm sorry.
I said, don't MC Hammer it. Don't go broke.
Oh, no.
Trying to bring all your people with you.
No, I'm studying the game. I'm trying to learn how to make it fruitful for everyone, but not hurt myself in the process.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so let's talk about, not only are you a film producer and an entertainment provider, you have one of the hottest apps that Google tried to buy from you for $100 million, and y'all said no. And I appreciate
hell no. It's not enough.
Okay, so let's go into why you didn't sell to Google, your realization, and then let's talk about the app.
Well, first off, the name of the app is Go Say Hello. That's our logo right there. Yeah, we met with Google. Google heard the traction we get, and we're a social media close proximity networking app. So, like I said, Google heard about the traction we're getting. We're black owned, black operated. We're one of the only black apps. You know, we're diversifying the portfolio, and we actually are inspiring people to jump into this because the tech is where it's at.
Exactly.
I'm passionate. I love film, but tech that's gonna rule the world eventually. But when we met with Google, they saw that we had over 100,000 users, so they said, "Okay, well, we're gonna offer you guys 100 million for the app." And in business 101, I've been a hustler all my life long. You always know the first offer is not the best offer.
Right.
So,
right.
And just common knowledge. Okay, we have 100,000 users, and you're offering us 100 million. What are you going to offer us once we have 1 million users? Because they're paying for the data.
Right.
And you've been schooling me on this as well. So
yes.
So
We have
your kudos. What kudos is due.
Thank you.
I'm not a tech person. Like my guys, they brought me in because I'm just resourceful. I know a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a pause on the app for a second. We got the trailer up for the premiere of the movie that's coming out in February. So let's go ahead and play that out.
Uh-oh.
He getting it ready. He got it. He got it. He getting it. He got it. He getting it. I see it. I want it. I got it. What are we doing? I got a touch screen. I want to just hit it. So it play. Touch screen left. So I want to hit it so it play. All right. Until he gets that fixed, let's go back to the app.
The app. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So you knew that the first offer they gave you was the bullshit offer.
Right. So we asked out of curiosity, like, okay.
Why you gotta wear the badge everywhere?
Keep going until it's actually playing. Okay, here we go. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi, man.
It's snowing real bad out there, right?
Yeah, it's a blizzard. It's definitely a blizzard. I had to rig around some of my travel because I'm not gonna get through. Okay, so let's talk about the app until we can get the movie to the trailer to go. Okay, so
I don't know much about tech, but I know business.
Right.
So when he started throwing out numbers, I'm like, okay. So I was like, what if we have 1 million users? And it was like, well, as a matter of fact, we'll be willing to offer you guys anywhere between 1 and 3 billion. So of course I kept my poker face.
Would you sell out for $3 billion? Don't look at me like that.
I don't consider it selling out.
Because if they're gonna buy it for $3 billion, that's got to tell you that you're gonna make more than that off that app.
Right, and then there's other suitors, but don't be fooled too. A lot of those offers are them being generous because these companies rule the world. So the dirty tactics will come. They'll force you into a position where you got to play ball, or they're gonna underhandedly get you anyway, and you'll end up with far less. So you got to be smart how you play it. I was raised to never fall in love with stuff like this anyway. You came up with one good idea. There's a lot more stored in your brain.
Okay.
And
so you came up to create and get out. Create and get out. Get
and then the beautiful thing about that, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And then when I'm starting to see now, like, look at the guy Damon who owned part of Fubu.
Yes.
He bought it back. Look at Puff with Sean John.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they sold it for upwards of 100 million or more.
Mm-hmm.
And end up buying it back for pennies on the dollar.
Right. And now
so that you don't let that possibility go neither. But I also understand that they're offering that. That's just one company. I'm pretty sure as we rise in popularity, there'll be other suitors. So maybe even be a bidding war.
Would you sell with a percentage stake?
That's ideal.
Yeah,
that's ideal.
If you want to sell,
even if you only had 1%,
1% is enough. 1%.
You're talking about the billions, right?
Right.
Exactly.
1% is enough.
So
a 0.5% is enough.
Yeah, that's ideal.
More of what you started out with. So okay, so you're willing to sell. Now your partners are on the same page as you, or would that cause a rift?
No. We are all on the same page.
Okay. So what exactly does the app do?
Well, like I say, we're a close proximity app. We're a social media networking app. So we're like an Eventbrite meets LinkedIn meets Instagram. And I say this, how many times you've been in a room full of people and one of those people in the room could change your life. They're in the same industry as you and everything.
Yeah.
But you never spoke to them because you didn't know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
So when you join our app, it lets you know everyone on the app that's close to you in walking distance.
Right.
We don't give approximately where they are. We just say you may be 0 minutes walking from me. So that means you're somewhere in the room or
they
within
can
the
show you their
vicinity.
script. Let me go show him my script.
Right. And and it give the profile, the common interests we share. If we attended the same college, high school, or anything. So it'll prompt you to go say hello.
Right.
And we bring him back to socializing back into social media. Because people are on their phones 24/7 these days.
Yes.
And we're actually trying to refrain from that. We want you to see these people and go speak and take it back to the old way.
So do you think your app is being used like sneaky links too? People meeting up for dating.
I mean, people, that's not what it's for, but I mean, people gonna do what they do. They have their own agendas. One of the guys who mentored us in this app, he was like, "Hey, fellas, is there any way I can ghost myself?" We were like, "Yeah, you can turn it off your locator." He was like, "Yeah, because I went to a spot and I introduced the app to a lot of people. So I was with my girlfriend, then my other girlfriend started popping up like I see them looking for me on that."
So you got a ghost mode. He got ghost mode on the app, everybody.
Right, yeah, we fixed it. And we told him like really it's only giving your proximity once you're utilizing the app. If you're using it, it does it, but if you're not on the app, it's not going to tell anything. So.
Okay, so the name of the app again is
Go Say Hello. One word.
Go Say Hello. Download that app, and if you're in business, even if you're not in business, get on there. You might find out that there's something in there that you actually never thought that you would be able to do, and you can reach out to that person and do it. So go say hello.
And we're worldwide, and it's not just for meeting people for business. If you're new to a city, we have like events listed on there, places to go. We have partnerships with different restaurants and apartments. Like you can get 50% off a meal, certain restaurants. It's really dope. It like we held a smoke and paint event.
Ooh.
Well, somebody held one, not us. And they used our app.
All right.
No, seriously. They held it. and they used our app. And once you start an event, it creates a chat, and the chat is everlasting. And so what we found was people was using the chat for everything. Like they were telling people, "Hey, come here around this time. Park over here. Parking is free." They're putting all this in the chat.
Okay, they're putting the good stuff in there. Okay.
You had people saying, "Hey, do you live in this community? I need a ride. Is there anybody I can?"
I can't do Uber.
Yeah,
I got enough for the door fee.
Yeah, I don't want to Uber. Like people grouping up, getting to know each other. Like the app, it was just like we were wowed by all that the app does, so and how it's bringing people together, because that was our goal.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about your freaky side. I ain't gonna get you in no trouble. I know you deal with a lot of high people. So, okay, golden showers. Is that a yay or a nay? Giving or receiving?
I'm not totally against that. Put it like that. On both ends.
Okay, freak the dicky. Okay.
Nah, I thought I was a freak. Until you start naming stuff and other people start showing me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm PG-13 over here.
Don't listen to me. You gotta go with the. This is.
No, I had women teach me. They're like, oh, you thought you was a freak.
I would never spring the things that I do on people. I have regular sex, good, great, wonderful sex, but I don't do all that stuff. Is for slaves and people that got kinks and fetishes. I don't bring that stuff to the table. You gotta let me.
No, it's not just
the oddest thing, the oddest thing I've done in my personal with ex was the spitting in the mouth. Like he loved for me to spit in his mouth. But I looked at it like if we're kissing, I'm exchanging spit anyway. So it really didn't make a difference to me. Are you with the spitting in the mouth or the not spitting?
No, that's just.
Do you kiss?
Yeah, but that's different. Because
how is it different?
He wanted you to hack up some cold.
No, not a vulgar. Ew, no, not just spit. Just spit. That's regular saliva.
Why?
A ball of spit. Not a hawk.
Why?
I don't know. That was his kink.
I ain't passing judgment, but
I don't judge.
It don't make sense to me. I wouldn't get any fulfillment out of that. No disrespect to the dude.
I understand. So you on for the golden showers, you off for the spit in the mouth. Okay, have you ever taken a shower with a female and she peed in the tub? Do you pee in the shower?
No, I think that's nasty now. I did it as a kid, but now I just
it's all the same pipes. It's all the same pipes. I'm trying to get you to tell the truth. You okay? So you get in the shower.
I took a shower with a girl before.
Okay.
And that water turned into chocolate milk, and I was like, "Hey, man."
No, that's
that water
that's
turned
some different
brown. I'm like, I didn't realize how easily turned off I am. So it don't take a lot.
I think anybody would. I mean, I have scat eaters, but I think anybody would be turned off. Shitting in the shower? Like, nah, son. That's
no. It wasn't even. No, she didn't do that. It was just she was that dirty. I was
you mean her body? Wow.
Yeah. I was like, man, you should have took a pre-shower, like one before me, then with me, so I didn't have to see all this. Huh?
Was it makeup or the lotion?
I don't know. It's just that you know how you look at the water hitting it wasn't doing that with me. So I'm just looking at how the water come off the body and hit the ground. That water was brown hitting the ground. So I was
okay. I completely understand. I thought you meant that she was shitting in the shower.
Hell no.
Okay. So are you opposed to girls shitting on you?
Yes, I'm opposed to that. I don't know. That's disgusting. Okay. I actually I slept with a female before, and I don't know what made me do it, but she was knocked out. And she took a shower before, but she was just laying on her stomach. I was like, smell her butt. And Oh, it was so funky. I put on my clothes. I got the hell on, man. I was like,
oh no. Was it funky before you got in it, or it was musty after y'all sweated it up?
Nah, it smelled like boo boo. So that ain't no much. I was like,
I can't.
I don't know if it was like a 6th sense thing because there's something I don't,
Something told you to sniff her butt.
Something told me to. I was like, what the hell? You just got out of the shower.
Okay, so do you like anal? Giving, not receiving.
Of course not. But not even giving, I'm like, I mean, I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was facetious one time because a female just kept asking me to. I was like, all right. So
you're not supposed to go in all rough. You're supposed to ease in.
Man, like
you're supposed to ease in.
We went to go play cards or something. Well, I don't play cards, but we went to a game night afterwards, and she was sitting all down like. And so all my homeboys.
It took like 48 hours for that shit to heal.
My homeboys looking at her like, what the hell wrong with her? Like I said, I bet you asked me to do that shit again. Never asked me to do it.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, the interview. Okay, so have you ever shaven your girl's pussy?
I'm too scary. I'd rather her do it.
You never tried to
if I scratch something, I couldn't live with it.
I did ask both fingers, so I'm gonna ask you: have you ever washed a female's hair before?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't think you were on. Were you on when we were talking about that?
Yeah, I was on.
Okay. So, did it become something erotic? Like, could you tell that she was enticed to go further than a hair washing?
I wouldn't say that. I would compare it to like a massage or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell she enjoyed it and liked me doing it, but I wouldn't say it was erotic though. It wasn't like, oh, take me now. It was more like, oh, laying on your head,
you too.
going to sleep on your chest.
I'm gonna have to teach you too. When I come to Atlanta, I'm gonna teach you how to wash your head.
Okay.
And then you get the different results, and you'll be straight. Thank me later.
Yeah.
Thank me later.
I got what's that brand they used to use? The women do the commercials and they be having orgasms from the shampoo.
Selsun Blue or something. I don't know. Dove. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Dove. I forgot what it was called. I haven't even heard it in a long time. But the women that the commercial, they be in there like, oh, you thinking they having an orgasm, but they washing their hair.
Oh,
I like how to buy that brand.
What was that? I remember that commercial, but I can't remember what that soap was. I don't know. It never happened for me, so I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so how can people reach you again to get into your film productions?
The best way is Instagram and sometimes Facebook, but Instagram and Facebook, social media, because I'm always checking. I make it a goal to answer people DMs and read people DMs as long as it ain't no weird shit. And so that'll be the best way.
I try. I do. For the people that are watching, I really do try to go through those DMs.
But I can only imagine what your DMs. I wouldn't even want to go through your DMs.
Like, okay, some people would be like, "What's up?" Then some people be like, "Hey," like, what do I say to that? Like, you in the DM. This is your one shot, your one opportunity to tell me exactly what you want.
Know that too.
Get to a different. Like, I don't have time to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you for free. And I'm sorry if that makes you feel some kind of way. I just don't. You want to talk to me? Get with Nikki. Get a Skype. Let's talk or let's play. But I'm not going to talk to you on the DM with a hey. Well, I don't know what you want. I'm not looking to tell you no personal shit in no DM with me. It don't go down in the DM. I'm sorry. It just don't.
I'm not popular like you, so.
Nah, even it's some females that ain't popular like me that get the same shit. I'm not the only one. And some men too. I know you get DMs that just go left. You're like, where the hell this go?
Of course. I mean, like, why? I don't know. Be that weird shit, like I say.
It's like, what are we gonna talk about? I don't want the introduction. So okay, so let's do the trailer. Are we ready, engineer, for the trailer? Hello, engineer. Are we not playing the trailer? I'm gonna have to bring you back on just to play the trailer, or he'll turn it into a commercial, and we'll run a commercial the next 2 shows for your trailer, because I'm thinking they're having Wi-Fi issues.
It's not the engineer I met. I thought me and you was cool, bro.
Engineer is my engineer. He ain't cool with nobody. He just get into the Roku bag. Like, so, but what I will do is submit your movies to him so that he can put them on the Roku channel so that you can have a space to have your movies be seen. And that'll definitely help. So is there anything else you want to let the masses know?
We got a lot in the pipeline. I'm doing a television series with Big Boy from Outkast. It's sort of like our Atlanta's version of Snowfall. I call it 96. And just showing like the origin of, like, everybody know Atlanta's the shit. I want to explain to them how it became that way. And so, like, show all the major players that were involved.
Okay.
So it's a fictional story based on actual events, and it's really dope. And before that, we're actually doing a docu-series. We're gonna franchise it. It's titled We Ran the City. So the first 2 cities we're doing is LA, my partners and I, and Atlanta. So we're gonna do 10 episodes, 10 neighborhoods in LA for the origins of the Bloods.
Right.
And then for Atlanta, we're gonna do 10 episodes on just different figures who helped shape the city. Like, I have an episode with the owner of Magic City, Mr. Magic himself.
Okay.
I have a hitman, an undercover police officer. We had this police unit called the Red Dogs that was supposed to, like, eliminate all drug dealers. So we're gonna have a couple of them on the episode.
Right.
Some kingpins, queen pins. It's really dope.
I can't wait till that come out. When is that one coming out?
Soon. We actually in the negotiation phases with a couple of major networks. So
okay. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. All right. So one more time for the masses, how can they find you online? And the people that want to star in your flicks, what email address can they get from you so that they can hit you up?
My email is eyesgluedproductions with an S @gmail.com. And once again, my Instagram is eyesglued_emperor.
All right.
And Facebook is Robert Slocum.
All right. So, guys, you've met Robert Slocum, Mr. Eyes Glued. Please make sure you follow him. If you want your shot to get into any production that he got, sounds like he got a lot on the table that's coming out. So get with him. He know the celebs. He's in Atlanta. You know, that's the hot popping state. And be looking out for all his new stuff coming. Okay. Thank you so much for joining the show. I appreciate you. We'll talk in the background about certain things going on. And have a good night. Thank you for staying up so late. Have a good night.
Thank you for having me, Queen.
Yes.
And y'all be prepared for that more enemies. I'm not sure what platform we in negotiations now. And we looking at like BET Plus. And it is a movie based on human trafficking. I know you was telling folks that you had another guy doing
both
and
fingers.
It's a unique storyline. It's dope. Just from a different lens with human trafficking. I actually have one of our state senators who passed the first human trafficking bill in all of the United States. She's featured in the film. So
okay.
And they already got me working on the sequel.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So I'm looking forward to everything you got coming out. because some of it's going to be on the Fat.tv and the Roku channel. So we got you, Melanated Man. All right, enjoy your evening.
You too.
Enjoy your evening.
Good night.
Good night,
everybody.
All right, everybody. That's
I'm with my brother Sway. You see what it is? We go back. My brother Rampage, baby. We go way back. Sway in the morning. Fix your face. The best morning show in the world. Come on. You know what it is. Flip mode. Yeah.